Adibimpe Afolabi, the convener of the H.E.A.R.T series, both for adults and children. Today we'll be talking about the heart of songwriting. You all know I like to play with words a lot. I like to use acronyms when I'm doing my trainings. And so today we're going to be talking about the H.E.A.R.T of songwriting. This coincidentally can be gotten from my book, Melodies from Heaven, from the chapter 4 actually. So let's go. The songwriter Irving Berlin said, the toughest thing about success is that you've got to keep on being a success. Talent is only the starting point in business. You've got to keep working that talent. This is quote from Talent is Never Enough by John Maxwell. So that's just very true. Once you're a success, you have to keep at it. You cannot stop. Once you've achieved something, then you have to try to surpass that thing that you have done in the past. So the heart is the organ in the chest that pumps blood through the body. The part of you that feels strong emotions. So it's very, very important. The heart is very, very important to an individual. And also in songwriting as well, the heart is very, very important. So let's get to it. How? That's the first letter, H. How? So that's the technique of songwriting. Inspiration, or some people might call it the light bulb moment. Eureka! You know, a time whereby something just drops on you and you're like, wow, this will make sense. You know, something just, maybe we're not even thinking about it before. It just jumps on you like an inspiration, so to say. So you can either search it out by influencing it, or it just dawns on you. So most times it's a revelation or a recognition that just comes upon you. This is the easiest and most straightforward way you can get ideas for a new song. Inspiration can be found almost anywhere. So without inspiration, we cannot get your songs. So inspiration is very, very important. One way to find inspiration is to look at other artists' music. That's one way. Listen to old tunes and then sample them. Also, what's trending right now? Find out what's trending right now. What's that song by, is it Lekon, that won the Big Brothers? Fierce. Oh, fierce. Are fierce. Are fierce. You know, each time I look at that song, I listen to it, I'm like, wow, how did he come up with that? So it was probably like a light bulb moment for him. Forgive me if I don't know the song very well. You know, so listen to songs that can give you ideas on your own songs too. Such songs can become evergreen songs. So you pick 2 or 3 of your favorite tracks. You can do that right now. Listen for specific elements in them. Try to figure out what parts have attracted you to that song. Is it the chorus? Is it the verse? Was it something he or she was saying while she was singing the song that captivated you? Then you try to translate those emotions into your own songs. Because that's the whole point of creating music. For a lot of producers in the first place, is to communicate emotion. So where is that emotion in your music, in your song? So that is it. All right? So here's a few other ways besides listening to music that can spark inspiration. Look to art or visual elements for inspiration. Visual art can easily spark emotion, just as music does. So it's easy to translate visual art into audible art. Spend some time outdoors, taking the sights, sounds of nature, and apply it to your work. Maybe even bring a field recorder with you to record your experiences, Or you could even watch a movie. They have strong audio and visual content for you, so it will help you get some ideas. So try any of this, and we promise they will definitely help. All right? So you can also look up chapter 3 of Melodies from Heaven to get more tips. I'll be right back.
Melodies
from heaven, heaven, coming down from before your throne, my King. Melodies from heaven, heaven, from my heart to give you praise. All right, welcome back. So that was the how of songwriting. That was tip 1 I gave you. Now tip 2, you build a library. You need to build a library. Sometimes it seems like no matter how hard you try, or no matter how sample you choose, or what preset you pick, you just can't find the right sound you're looking for. So that could simply be because you don't actually have a sound you're looking for. But by the time you build yourself a library, you will hear different sounds, and by the time you join this and join this, or listen to this and listen to that, you now realize this is the kind of sound I'm trying to build for myself. So it's good to have a library. All right? And the good news is we have so many free resources that you can download to expand your collections. All right, so songwriting tip 3 on the how, you can collaborate with a friend. Just like the album project that we're trying to work on now, you can collaborate with somebody. You could work as a team. You could have 2 people or 3 people join you, and you could collaborate and write your own song. Because the way you see things is not the way somebody else will see something. And we all have different backgrounds, So it's good to team up with somebody else and then get their ideas and then just put something together. Just because we can't come up with anything at the moment does not mean your friend can't, So reach out to your friends or relatives and see if they want to be a part of your project. They don't even have to be musicians themselves. Regardless of what they can contribute, you'll always learn something since each person has a different viewpoint. All right? So I said SWS Lyrics Challenge. Like in the past, we used to have a lyrics challenge. We'll have the SWS team members come up with different lyrics, and then at the end of the day, would add those lyrics together and come up with a full song. So that's teamwork, collaboration. All right, conceptualize. I mentioned something about this in tip 1. But it means don't go into writing cold. Don't go into writing cold. You need to have something you're trying to achieve when you want to go into writing. All right? So come up with a concept before you've even opened the new project file. Get out a piece of paper, write down what you want your track to be before you've even started it. There are many ways you can do this. You can write a short story, you can create an atmosphere for it, you can make an illustration, or you can be more logical by having every specific detail mapped out. I say, this is the way I want my chorus to be. This is the way I want the verse to be. These are the number of lines I want, All right, so describe the patterns you would like to create. Make sure that questions are answered as your song progresses. This is where research comes in. Make sure you do your research before you even start writing your songs. If you want to go, okay, let's take for instance, what's trending right now. SARS is trending. So we can start from what even started SARS. Why SARS in the first place? What went wrong? Do your research and then go ahead and write a song based on that. So make the story interesting and captivating. This is by far one of the best ways you can prepare yourself so that you'll not be overwhelmed when you're opening a new project file. Okay, let's take another short break. We'll be right back.